I can see chat. Good luck, have fun to both players. The countdown is about to begin.
Let's make some noise!
All right, the players are about to spawn, and here we go. It looks like we have Stephano spawning as the pink Zerg. He is at the 9 o'clock position. Let's give it up for the last foreigner in the tournament. And his opponent, just a few clicks away to the north. It is one of StarTale's best players, known as Bomber.
Now, that game one was a very interesting scenario because I felt like Bomber was doing everything right. He denied the fourth. He denied the fourth once again. He was winning most of the battles in the early mid-game and the mid-game. But then Stephano, somehow, some way, with excellent Infestor micro, excellent flanks, started winning those oh-so-important battles, and then ultimately was able to take out Bomber without ever establishing the fourth base. Such an impressive win from Stephano right there.
Oh, good luck, have fun, Bomner. Well, Stephano, clever sense of humor.
Bomber's like, it's crack, okay?
All right, man. Well, the Overlord has made its way down south. Stephano did send the Overlord in the correct position first, so he will see his opponent. A little bit of exchange here between the two players. Obviously, it's the beginning of the game. Needn't worry about using all their attention span, and there is a drone potentially blocking the natural here should Bomber decide to go for a quick command center
beautiful.
again.
Oh, wait. Is he going to put it on the high ground? He might, or he's going to drop.
Oh, he drops it on the high ground.
Bomber just anticipating the block.
Yeah. Puts
the command center on the high ground, and that is just a very high-level move right there from both players.
All right, well, this drone now doing the merry-go-round, going to try to weaken down and whittle the SCV. Of course, it's being attacked by another SCV. He might get the drone. Good micro by Bomber to pull away at the very last second, but now he's going to have to bring another fresh SCV lest he loses his command center.
Oh, Stephano just being oh so annoying.
Is this a Huck probe right now?
It's a Stephano drone, and he's getting quite cheeky with it.
Indeed. Well, Stephano is very cheeky, and he's bringing in the drone. He might be able to get the SCV. No, he will not.
Ooh,
the tension is high right now, and he will not get it.
Bomber ultimately gets the drone there.
These two guys, really good manners here, just going at it, having a little bit of fun.
And what a fun start to a game. I mean, both these players obviously having a little bit of fun here and taunting each other with the early game micro there, but rest assured, everything will get very serious shortly.
Oh, absolutely, man. They are playing for so much money. Once again, I want to reiterate, should they just absolutely bomb right now in the tournament with the remaining 8 players, they'll still get 3K. But who wants 3K when you can have 40K? So this is a serious tournament.
That's an excellent point, HD.
Thank you.
All right, now, one gas coming for Bomber. How is he going to follow this up? It looks like he's actually getting a bunker on the low ground here, so he's probably going to relocate that orbital command pretty soon here, and there's the factory follow-up. So very similar build to what we saw from game one out of Bomber here. Now, on the other hand, Stephano taking his third much earlier this game. He does have a single gas right now. He still hasn't researched speed, but he's already got that third hatchery going.
Yeah, absolutely. Third hatchery now on the way. And this is the build I expected Stephano to go for in the first game. I thought he was going to get the third hatch right away. Obviously, Daybreak, it's a map where you can expand right away, get the third down. But this map, I really feel like since you're expanding away from your opponent, this is the one to do it on. And Stephano is going to go for that greedy, quick third hatchery, get into the super macro mode. Absolutely perfect response, really, to Bomber going for that quick command center.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And looks like we have a second barracks going down here. So Bomber going to go ahead and get a few Hellions out for some map control, try and control the Xel'Naga towers, maybe mitigate a little bit of Stephano's creep spread, try and pick off a few of those creep tumors, and there is that third command center that Bomber has been throwing down oh so often. And you know what? I wonder if Stephano is going to adapt to this at some point and maybe try one of his all-ins. Every time I see Stephano all-in, it's relatively effective. He does quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he knows when to all-in.
Absolutely, he does.
Such a cerebral player. You rarely see him make mental mistakes. The drone, 4 drones on gas, that was an execution error, but you rarely see him make mental mistakes. Combat decision by Stephano is really good.
Second to none.
Yeah, and now he does have a Roach Horn coming up with a the metabolic boost about to finish. Of course, this Roach Horn at this point in the game doesn't necessarily mean he's going to make a ton of roaches, and we don't see him saving up gas nor minerals. Rather, he's going to have that Roach Horn for the same purposes as last game, just to have some roaches on the field, combat the Hellions, take map control.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just to get out a handful of roaches in order to deal with the Hellions, very important. He's starting to get that creep spread going, but if you look at Stephano's build here, he's changed things up drastically, and oh dear, if we go over to Bomber's base, we just caught a glimpse of that from our observer. Bomber is going with a Marauder Hellion, aggressive attack here, and this could spell disaster for Stephano because Stephano has dropped dual evolution chambers. He's invested in both of those upgrades. He's not going to have as many units as he normally would at this point in the game, and also furthermore, Stephano has no idea that this is coming. He hasn't scouted it. He doesn't know.
Well, one thing that he does somewhat have going for him is the roaches. He's making a ton of roaches on the field right now, and this depends really on how Bomber executes this Marauder Hellion attack. You can have a lot of Marauders, you can have some Marauders. The more Marauders you have, the less effective those roaches are, but just roaches in general will be able to shut down these Hellions. And we're about to see the first engagement here between Bomber and Stephano on game 2. Those Hellions immediately greeting the roaches, realizing, hey, can't fight without Marauder support. And it doesn't look like Bomber even wants to push it, maybe hesitating a little bit.
Oh, he's just waiting for the big fat daddies. The Marauders are making their way across the field.
Oh, but there's a lot of roaches and Zerglings on the way from Stephano. And you know what's so beautiful here? He's gonna have +1/+1 done by the time this attack reaches his side.
That is very true, HD. That is a timely moment. Here we go. The Hellions are making their way in. Stim goes down from Bomber. He's making his move. A lot of units going down here for Stephano. Can he hold out? It looks like he might just have enough to hold on.
Impressive. He's not even gonna use his Zerglings, just gonna use primarily roaches. He will be able to push this Marauder pack home. Unbelievable by Stephano, getting the +1/+1. It was greedy. We thought he might be at risk, but the hesitation by Bomber, perhaps waiting for so many Marauders, ended up allowing Stephano to take that advantage with the upgrades.
And that right there, folks, is a huge hit for Bomber. I mean, Bomber hardly even has enough units to hold on here. I have a feeling Stephano is going to follow this up with a ton of lings, a ton of roaches. He smells blood in the water. He is just going to go for the throat here. He's rallying outside of the third here at the very least. Wow. He's going to be able to deny the third, which is going to set Bomber back drastically.
Bomber's still having a pretty good worker count, though, at 60 SCVs. Of course, that's the effect of having that orbital command in base for so long. Now he's going to have to lift it off. There are rocks in the way impeding potential defense. He's going to have to break that down as well. We have an infestation pit about to finish up for Stephano at the same time. Stephano's going to have so much he can't catch those Marauders against the wall. And the wall is erected at the very last second. That bunker's under attack, though.
Stephano breaking through with everything right now. Stephano is ravaging his natural. All the SCVs have been pulled off the line. They're all going down.
My goodness, Bomber is in so much trouble. Stephano inside the main. He breaks the last pocket of resistance, and GG
is called. GG is called. Oh my goodness, guys.
Crowd goes wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last foreigner of the tournament is still alive. I think we can all breathe a collective sigh of relief.